Hello students, in this session we are discussing about mineral nutrition, role of essential elements under plant physiology. Right? In our previous video we already discussed about macro elements up to nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium. Today we are discussing about remaining elements. So according several scientists, they grouped microorganisms, essential elements into two groups: macro elements and micro elements. Macro elements are 9: carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium and sulfur. Micro elements are iron, manganese, zinc, molybdenum, copper, boron, chlorine and nickel. So total 17 essential elements are there. Those essential elements are grouped based on the requirement of plants. That requirement based on 10 millimole per kg of dry matter. If plant require more than 10 millimole per kg of dry matter, those are called macro elements. The plants require less than 10 millimole per kg of dry matter, those are micro elements. So let us discuss about some elements. So here sulfur is a macro element. Sulfur is one of the macro element. So available form of sulfur to plants is SO4 2-. Available form of sulfur to plants is SO4 2-. And important point is there, it is present in amino acids, those are cysteine and methionine. Cysteine and methionine, these two are amino acids. In that amino acid structure, it contains sulfur. So that is important. Cysteine and methionine contains sulfur. So sulfur containing amino acids are two. Those are cysteine and methionine. Right. So and a sulfur, it is a constituent of coenzymes and also ferredoxin. It is an electron carrier. Coenzymes, vitamins and also ferredoxins. So sulfur is a constituent of coenzymes, vitamins and ferredoxin. So vitamins are thiamine, biotin and coenzyme A. In these three vitamins, sulfur is present. Sulfur is required. It is the main constituent of thiamine, biotin, coenzyme A. And also it is a constituent of ferredoxin, sulfur containing electron carrier. Ferredoxin is an electron carrier, electron transporter, right? And it forms disulfide bridge to form at the time of protein synthesis. Sulfur forms disulfide bridge to stabilize the protein structure. These are formed in the presence of sulfur. Disulfide bridges are formed during protein synthesis to stabilize the protein structure, right? So sulfur is present into amino acids cysteine and methionine, and also it is a constituent of coenzymes, vitamins and also electron carrier like ferredoxin, right? It forms disulfide bridges, right? Again iron, another one is iron. Available form of iron to plants is Fe3+. It is required large amount as compared to other micronutrients. Why? Because iron is a micronutrient. It is a micronutrient. Iron is a micronutrient. So remaining, these are, when comparing to other microorganisms, iron is required more abundant quantities when comparing other micronutrients. So it requires large amount when comparing to other micronutrients. And also it is a constituent of ferredoxin. Ferredoxin, it is, that is nothing but electron carrier, already discussed. So ferredoxin is nothing but it is electron carrier. It contains sulfur and also iron. Sulfur and iron containing electron carrier is ferredoxin. And also it is a constituent of cytochrome, that is also electron carrier. And it activates catalase enzyme. Iron activates the enzyme is catalase. And also it is essential for the formation of chlorophyll structure. It requires iron to form chlorophyll structure. So iron Fe3 plus, more abundant quantities when comparing other micronutrients. It is a constituent of ferredoxin and also cytochrome. It activates catalase enzyme, and also essential for the formation of chlorophyll structure. And another one is manganese, Mn. It is also a micronutrient. So available form of manganese to plants is Mn2 plus. It activates enzymes, the enzymes which are involved in photosynthesis, respiration, and also nitrogen metabolism. So it activates the enzymes which are involved in photosynthesis, respiration, and nitrogen metabolism. So the enzymes which are involved in those functions, those reactions, the enzymes are activated by manganese. And also especially it activates IAA oxidase enzyme. It activates IAA oxidase enzyme, indole acetic acid. Indole acetic acid, IAA means indole acetic acid oxidase enzyme. So it activates IAA oxidase enzyme, right? And also another important function is there about manganese. It is involved in photolysis of water. During photosynthesis, photolysis of water or splitting of water molecules. That is also called as hydrolysis of water. Also called as hydrolysis. During photosynthesis, water molecules splits in the presence of manganese, and it converts 2 protons, 2 electrons, and half O2. That O2 is evolved into the environment. So manganese involved in photolysis of water or splitting of water to liberate oxygen. Right? This is about role of essential element of like sulfur, iron, and manganese. Right?